Tonset Wild Killer here, and we're back with another chapter of Blank Space. This is day 13, and the chapter is called Shattered. Whew. Let's see what happens next. So let's continue. Lawrence felt a shiver go down his back. He knew this feeling, the feeling of being watched. He gripped his hands into fists. Garth, we need to escape. Garth began frantically pacing, his footsteps echoing in Lawrence's mind. What do we do, Lawrence? Maybe they just ran out of cinnamon rolls. I'm sure it's fine. Lawrence could hear the panic and fear in his voice, and knew that Garth was trying to convince himself that things were all right. But they weren't. Stop thinking like that, Garth. Doubting our instincts is the worst thing we could do right now. Lawrence raised his finger to his chin, trying to come up with a plan. Don't act or speak impulsively. They are always watching. Says the guy who just said we need to escape. They will be able to hear any plan we come up with. Garth sighed. Besides, you have probably tried everything. You've been here 12 years. Don't try and tell me you didn't attempt to escape. Lawrence nodded, although he knew that Garth couldn't see. Yet all of my plans included one person. Now we have two. That means new opportunities, new attempts, and new plans. He added, sitting down on his bed to think. He could hear Garth's exasperated sigh as he sat down on his own bed. It would be so much easier if I could just talk to you. He paused before quickly adding, I mean, we are talking, but like normal people. I want to see your face, read your expression. Lawrence gave a little laugh, but only to ease the tension that was hanging thick in the air. I know what you mean, he agreed. I mean, I haven't seen another person's live face for 12 years. I know how you feel. He put his head into the palms of his hands. But normal isn't a word I would apply to this situation. Garth paused for a moment, and the silence was almost deafening. Lawrence lifted his head, waiting for some sort of reply. I have an idea, Garth suddenly stated. Lawrence's eyes brightened. Really? What? He heard Garth's tone change. Hope now in soothing his soothing British accent. It's going to sound dumb, but I'm going to do it. Lawrence felt his stomach drop. Oh my Irene, Garth, don't do anything stupid, he said sharply, standing up to face the mirror. He was sure Garth was doing the same at this point. He felt those dark blue eyes bore right through the glass and into his soul. No response. Suddenly, a loud crash rumbled through Lawrence's room. He stumbled backwards, falling onto the ground in pure shock. Glass flew everywhere, and Lawrence shielded his eyes from the shards that went flying past his head. What did you do? He screamed, still shielding his face from the blow. Then everything was silent. Lawrence was shaking, and he slowly pulled his hands away from his face. Little bits of glass were stuck in the back of his hands from all the flying pieces that were once his mirror. But at that moment, he felt no pain. Slowly, the brunette lifted his gaze. It fell upon a teenage boy with golden locks, colored just like wheat in a field. He was muscular and had sun-kissed skin, without a single blemish. But what really took his breath away was those eyes. Those piercing dark blue eyes that were even more beautiful than Lawrence had ever imagined. The beautiful boy stood in what almost looked like a doorway, a place where Lawrence's mirror was hung only moments ago. Glass surrounding him, blood dripped from his knuckles on his right hand, and he looked at Lawrence in silence. A smile touched the boy's lips, so soft and kind it made a shiver run up Lawrence's back, and a blush run to his cheeks. I knew those icy frozen lakes would look even better in person. Ooh, they finally see each other. Damn. Like if you liked, comment what do you think they're gonna do next. Subscribe if you want to, share if you want to. Everything's in the description below, and yes, all that things. I will see you guys next time. See ya.